hearing, Belarus is a country that is on the edge of Russia physically, and that's dangerous. The election was full of fraud, just as the Russian election that just took place was. Seems it's running in the waters there. I've been to Belarus twice. I met with Mr. Lukashenko on both occasions. He is the epitome of an autocrat and probably the last of the great, so to speak, autocrats left over from the Soviet Union. He likes power. He has no desire to turn it over. When we were there, we met with a lot of the NGOs and citizen groups that were offering alternatives to his rule, press people and citizens, and they all expressed to us fear at what he was doing and what he had done with elections. And what he had done with elections in the past is exactly what he did with elections this time. He arrests his opponents, he criminalizes the activity, and he wins with 98% or so. It's absurd. We need to respect freedom and freedom of speech and freedom of association and respect the press there, and we do. I've joined with Senator Cardin on all those efforts. The idea of taking an airplane and intersecting it and taking somebody off, and who knows what's going to happen to that dissident who was flying to Vilnius, I believe, was his ultimate location, and his girlfriend. Who knows? It's sad. Ranking Member Joe Wilson and I will be introducing a resolution denouncing the different acts that we've observed recently from Lukashenko and his government, and expressing our continued solidarity with the people of Belarus, and we will be introducing that very shortly. It recognizes that crackdown on important freedoms and calls for an end to his continued repression of peaceful protesters, journalists, human rights defenders, political activists, and others. Dr. King said, "An injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And indeed, he was right, as he always was. I, along with the entire commission, am committed to supporting freedom and human rights in Belarus. I do recall, I think there was a restaurant, I think it was called the Grand. I may be wrong, but it's on the major street there. Was it the Grand, Roger? And there's a waitress there. And I spoke to her a little bit, and I kind of whispered to her, because she whispered to me. I said, "Do you like it here? Do you want to stay here?" And she said, "No, I would like to have freedom." I'll never forget her. I yield back the balance of my time.
The